international community has to step up and put together a credible security infrastructure, and nobody right now knows what that's going to look like.
No doubt it was hard to get to this moment today. It may only get even harder. What do you think, especially with everyone meeting today in Egypt? Is there anything specific you would like to come out of that summit there? What do you think just needs to be the next step moving forward?
Yeah, what I'd like to see, but I don't think it's going to happen, honestly, Joe, is I'd like to see Arab governments specifically commit to troops, forces, security personnel, contractors, and other people who can provide a governance infrastructure. People who can do some, that reviled word, nation building. Some nation building has to occur in the Gaza Strip for the Palestinian people to have a governance structure to prevent Hamas from taking over.
Hey, folks.
Now, as Danielle and others were reporting, there is so much tension, not just between Hamas and Israel, which is, of course...
What's happening? So, today's a big day. Today, they are releasing hostages. That's positive. That is positive, man. You know what's crazy about it? I don't know, maybe I think too simple about certain things, but like if somebody want to pick apart a situation like this, you have to really be seeking, like you're seeking to find the most negative scenario kind of deal. Because regardless of how you look at it and what you think the motivation and all the other stuff, right? Is it the right thing to do? That's it. Is it the right thing to do? You think they're happy? You think they're happy to be freed? Yeah. Okay, it was the right thing to do. Done. It's simplistic, right? No, it wasn't the right thing for whatever you think the reason is that this whole thing started. That wasn't right. And there's a whole lot of wasn't rights, but is it right for those people to be let go? Yeah. Okay then. That's right. Let me plug this thing in. I have a plug-in. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't want this to go dead before I get started on anything, because the thing would just go dead on me, and then that's that. Okay. All right. Listen. All right. Wait. Anyway, let's get going. I got some work to. I just did a bench. You see this whole thing right here? I made this weekend. I told the guys in the channel that I was gonna do it, and I did it. All right. It's not done yet though. I still got I have wood paneling on my front. The counter. Hey, what's up? I got wood paneling on the counter, so I'm gonna have to put damn. I gotta put paneling around the desk, and then I have to put a top on it. But right now, this is what it looks like. Let me see, up, down. That's it. That's what it looks like right there. So, cause I was getting cramped, trying to just work here, and I want to be able to. Sometimes I have to lay it. If I have to lay it across here like this, or I want to have a longer space. So I said, let me just build this and get it out the way. Hold on, I can't see anything yet. Give me 1 second. Allow me to see what's happening here. All right. Positive. Hey, how are you, man? How are you? Is that Messiah Myers? Myers, what's up? Myers, what's up? Yes. What's up? Okay. Hey, man, much appreciated, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah. So, all right. So today's theme is kind of use what you got, right? And what I mean by that is, like, there's certain machines that they don't really, the parts for them is hard to find. Okay. And because I was even looking at the news just now with the hostages, and I was like, I'm saying, man, if you know, like when you have both sides picking at each other, you can find a reason to be upset at this, whatever. But just think about like human life. If you were locked away, would you want to be freed? Yeah, you would. Okay, great. Then freeing the person was the right thing to do. And that's kind of, look, that can debate everything else. But that act, very neutral act, you want to do the right thing. That's it. You know, however you feel about the people, or however you feel about the people involved, or whoever's making things. So, do the right. You know, just use what you got. This is a scenario, an opportunity showed up. Use what you got. And I kind of look at the same thing when I'm fixing things. You know, like I just have to figure it out, man. I don't have time to wallow in woulda, couldas, and shouldas. Like, if you really think about it, when you're focusing on trying to fix a machine, or you want to fix your zipper, you know, you want to change a tire. When you're trying to focus on fixing a problem, right? You don't have time to be kind of debating the motivation of this and that and what happened. You know, okay, what happened? I hit a flat tire. I mean, I ran over something, the tire bust. Okay, great. What's the next thing you're thinking about? I gotta get a jack. I gotta get a tire. Do I have air? Do I have air? Do I have a plug? You're thinking about like boom, 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 going forward, right? But you don't spend time keep talking about. So when you were driving, did you see the nail? And then did you swerve? Did it flash in your eye? I can't believe it. Who would put the nail there? You get what I'm saying? All that stuff don't matter, man. And I look at that when I'm looking at our social stuff. It's like, what are we doing, right? All that stuff don't matter. Let's fix this. That's it. That's it, man. Where are my screws? Where's the screwdriver? Where's, what do I need? What's missing? What I gotta get? That's it. Done. Let's do this. Oh, man. Here we go. Here they all fell out. Put my screws in a Ziploc. Like if you're gonna be moving them or something. If you know you're gonna be fixing it right away, the screws can be on the ground around you. But if you're not gonna fix it right away, you definitely want to kind of come up with a system. And I'm working on a system right now for my tools, man, because I'm always moving to the next one. And I know how I am. I know my tendency is to, I have an idea, act on it. I have an idea, act on it. Have an idea, act on it. And what happens is I pick up the tool, start on this, fix this, boom, move to the next thing. I got a new idea, and I'm supposed to kind of put everything back, and then start on the new idea. But I want to get to the next idea, So that's my issue. I got to deal with that, right? You figure out your issue and then kind of work a system for yourself, But yeah, let's put these in. I had to clean this brush. For the shark. And the way in is gonna be to, you're gonna remove all this thing, but then under the two wheels on this side here, there's a screw also if you want to get inside here. Okay. And sharks, the belts break, but for a shark belt to break, man, you really have to like snag something. If you look at the way this is set up, you have gears, right? This is a teeth, this is a geared motor, and it's a geared belt. So this is not the stretchy belts. Okay, so if this belt breaks, and I think I have one here that the belt broke, then you had to have like, you had to like pick something up that strained that motor. Okay, and you have to be mindful of that. Don't when you go to the edge of carpets and stuff like that. Okay, all right. So anyway, guys, let me put my glasses back on so I can see what's up. Okay, AB Gaming, what's going on? What are you doing? I'm late. You're late? No. Yeah, well, hopefully you got it. And no, I got this. What it is, I have to find a belt for this guy right here. So I wanted to wrap this one up. Okay, and I have to get inside of this guy because the belt broke. As you can see, there's no belt here. And these guys don't just sell the belts. So I got to use what I got. I got to use like Hoover belts and stuff like that. But when it comes to finding a belt to fit a shark, the thing is, it has to be precise. It can't be even a millimeter off or anything. It has to be precise. So it has to be the exact distance. Now, stretch belts, you have room, because of, you can pull it. And with stress, the belts that let me show you. The belts that are stretchy, right? Even if you go and you can't find your exact model, you're having a tough time, it's the weekend, by the time it gets shipped to you, the situation is over, you got to go to your local store, right? And they don't have your belt. Your local Walmart, they don't have your belt, right? What do you do? Okay. What you do is this. Let's say the belt, this is a stretch belt and this broke. Right? Okay, now you need to find another belt. You can't find the one that fits your vacuum. Okay? All you need is to find a belt that is about this much shorter. See that little gap right there? Just this, because the reason why I say shorter is because this belt that you've been using, is already stretched out. It's been sitting like this for like a whole year, 2 years maybe. See that? So it's going to be kind of stretched. It's been like this without any release for like 2 years. Okay. So when you get a new belt, regardless of the number, as long as they match up, okay, with the size, okay, the thickness is about the same, you're good. The next thing is this: you just need that whatever you're buying is going to be a little shorter when you put them up together. Like this, these are the same size, but what you would do is you would put one inside the other like this. Okay, you see how it looks there? That little gap at the top. That's what you want. So the new belt has to be the smaller one, and you got it. Okay, take that and run with it. Take that one and run with it. All right. Okay. Next up. Let me see what people have. I am going to check to see what questions individuals had over the weekend and yesterday. Okay. This is for Kay Harris. Kay Harris wrote, okay, can the clear hose that runs underneath be replaced? Mine is cracked. I like my Pet Pro and don't want to throw it away. Okay, any suggestions? All right. Clay Harris, this is what happened. This is a Bissell Pet Pro, Bissell Pro Heat Pet Pro, right? And underneath the hose, give me a second. For those who don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Let me let this person know. I'm gonna give instructions. Let me share this video. Right? Let me see if I can share it. Can I share this video? Share. Let me go back out. Give me a second, folks. I'm gonna share this video with the person that asks a question. Let me see. Get shareable link. Fantastic. And I will answer your question in this Video. Boom, boom, share the boom, and I responded. All right. Bam. How's that? A win-win, right? A win-win. Okay, so this is for what? K Harris. All right. K Harris 0465. All right, K. This is what you do. Okay, so this is what you're talking about. K Harris is talking about this hose right here. Okay? If you go to my Bissell Tips playlist, I have a video about how to replace the lower hose. You know what? I might be able to put it, let me see if I can put it in the chat. Give me a second. Let me see, let me search my channel. Okay. How to clean the lower hose, how to replace the lower hose. Look at that. I found it. Okay. Can I get a shareable link? Let me see. Give me a second, folks. I'm just trying to do a good thing here, and I want to do it right. Come on, man. What are my options? Okay. Let me try it again. Let me try that search again. Give me a second. I don't know what just happened. Boom. Okay. Okay, come on, man. All right, you know what? Let me open the link like I'm gonna watch it, and then I'll get the shareable link that way, because I don't know what's going on. All right, let me pause that. Okay, and all right, pause that. How to replace the Bissell lower hose? Got it. And I'm gonna copy this link, post it in the chat. Boom. Bam. Is it there? Is it there? Enter. Boom, it's in the chat. Okay, so that's the video that you can watch that can help you solve your problem. All right? Okay, great. So back to the program. Back to the program. It was my first time. Oh yeah, hey Messiah, man. I'm glad you're watching me. Vacuum cleaner sucks. You are absolutely right. The vacuum cleaner sucks. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this on here because I have to get this guy done so I can move him out the way. And you know, while you have him out, it's not bad to, like, you know, clean some of this stuff off. You know, it's gonna get dirty again, right? But the same thing as the floors in our house. You know, they're gonna get dirty again, but we still clean it, right? You know, so you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna wipe this down a little bit. Okay. That's it. Boom. Excelente. Excelente. All right, so now we just put our screws in and get this thing rocking and rolling. All right. So I just bought 2 sets of Torx screws, right? And I'm buying a separate set of T20s, only T20s. Because for some reason, the security, you know, the security screw, the T20 security with the little hole in the middle, that guy goes missing every single time. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. Because it's not like it's no one's fault but mine, right? So okay, I'm like, all right, Wayne, you're probably not going to change. You're probably not going to change, right? So I can spend my whole day complaining about, damn, I keep losing these things. Or I could come up with a plan of action, knowing that I'm not gonna change. And so let me buy like 2 packs of these things. You can't lose them all. Oh my God. You are better. That's why the kids got to listen to the parents, man, because you got a better chance of carving yourself out when you're younger, like to really being carved. That's why they target young people to indoctrinate and the whole deal, because you're moldable. But when you get permafrost, you're set. You're set. You're in. That's in. You're in like Flynn. Okay? And now you just have to deal with you and figure out a way to work around your stuff, man. Because you still got to work with you, man. You just like you can't even get away from yourself. So you better learn to negotiate. You better learn. You better learn to find a way to be happy with this person. Because that's who you are now. And it's like, damn. All right, here we go. I think I got all my screws in. Hey, what are we saying over here? Who got what? Let me put this on. Dyson still decent? Dyson? Dude, Dyson. I'm gonna get right back to you on that one. Hey, Alabama. Hey. I try to take my vacuum cleaner apart a few times a year and clean it out, and have dogs, and eventually the vac starts to smell like. Yep, that's exactly what to do. I'm the youngest, and my sister treats me like crap. yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, that's exactly what you do. Every you have to develop a routine like that. And if you know that you can't follow the routine, then get somebody that will hold you accountable or something. But if you know that it has to get done, then it has to find a way to get done, right? So I definitely do that. If I was a Kirby owner, if I had a Kirby, well, I am a Kirby owner. I wash my bag. Okay, I wash my bag, and I hose out the inner tube with a mini emptor. All that stuff goes up. Let me show you. Let me get this out of here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Give me a sec. I'm getting a Kirby bag. Coño! All right, here we go. All right. So this is the Kirby bag. Okay? Now, regardless of the Kirby, okay, this process is still the same. Okay? So at least at least going back until 1990. How's that one? Because before 90, it's a slightly different process. You can still do the same thing, right? It's just that it's slightly different before 1990. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I was looking for a flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna have to get creative and use this because I can't find my flathead right now. Use what you got, right? Okay, so this is what you do with this, right? You get this little section right here, okay? And you put a flathead screwdriver right under it and just kind of pull up, okay? Now, in this case, with the flathead, you would use this as leverage. You would kind of go like that, but this is not that. So I'm gonna slide this in it because I have the opening and get this other guy out and do it. See, I had to use the filler, but this guy just gave me the opening. All right. So watch this. And thank you, Messiah Myers. Thank you very much. Be right back. All right, awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. So now, watch this. Now that you do this, okay, you turn this like this. If you're a Kirby owner, hopefully a Kirby owner just happened to, stumble into the room. Hey guys, hit a like and subscribe if you're not a subscription. Oh, you can also be a member of the channel too if you like. Okay. So here you go. Pull this off. Okay. Throw the bag. Slide this out. Okay? And then you're gonna slide this out. Now all this is reversible, okay? And now you have a cloth. And you can wash this. Because if you have a Kirby and you haven't done this, you had it for 8 years, right? So imagine if you had a shirt for 8 years. See that? And you never washed it. And you wore it every day. See? So you have this cloth that you haven't cleaned. And it's been around dirt, pet hair, pet dirt. Who knows? Stuff from outside is being vacuumed up into this thing. And you throw the inner bag away, but you never clean this bag. The smell, every time you turn it on, the smell's gonna hit you. Bam! And you're just like, oh my God, I hate vacuuming with this damn thing. Oh, it smells so bad. You know? I hate vacuuming. Why did we buy it? Oh, shoot. So what you do now, to save yourself this headache, wash the bag. Okay, with what do you call that again? Fabric softener and all that fresh, you know, that stuff. And then you hose out this stuff. You want to get that crap out of here, you know, get all that stuff that get caked up, hose it out. So now this is fresh. The bag is fresh. Okay. And then you put it back together. Right? Put the hose back in. You know, make sure you get the stuff covered. Right? See that? Okay, everything is covered. All right. And then we put this guy back on. I like this to be on the outside. This is the outside. This is on the inside. Just look at the way it's shaped. Like a foot, you know. Let's think about it that way. So this is the outside of the foot, all right? And just stick it like this. Stick it in, okay? And then you can just get like a pliers or something and just hold one end, right? And then squeeze them together. This is not wide enough. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. There you go. And I squeeze it in like that, okay? And then you put this back through. And voila, okay? You got your Kirby. Now you got a clean bag back. You don't have to put up with that anymore. All right? Okay. All right, let's pull out our book. We have our little book that we do every day. It's a little motivational success book. So I'm just going to read one quote and I'm going to see if it matches with what we're talking about today. All right. Where's my, oh. Yo, tell me you've never done that, man. I've had my glasses on my head and I'm looking for my glasses. Like, damn, where the hell's my glasses at? Where the hell's my glasses at, man? Golly, the damn thing was on my head. Holy cow. Anyway, so last time we read about the racehorse. Okay, so today says, don't be called out on strikes. Go down swinging. Okay. I like that. I tell my son that. He's probably not doing baseball this year, but he did baseball previous years. And, you know, yeah, you want to sit there and wait for that right ball at the right time, at the right, you know, thing. And, you know, like the pitcher is in action and you're seeing yourself as reaction, right? And you're just waiting for the right moment to act. But if the pitcher's in action, you're in action too. You're in action. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in action. I mean, that is an action you're doing, right? So you're in action. And bam, you do your You do your act rather than just keep waiting and getting because you're waiting for the right moment. You do that with opportunities, interviews, talking to that person, and you're constantly seeing yourself as the reactor, when the truth is you're also an actor. You're trying to say like, man, if she says this, what am I going to say? Right? But instead of thinking of it like you're going to get rejected, no, you're the one doing the pitch. So work on your pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't see it from a point of view like you're being rejected. Be like you're the closer. Like you're the closer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the hitter. I'm the hitter. I'm not trying to not get hit by the ball or try not to get strike out. You know, that's my attitude about stuff like that. It's I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense, but it just means that you're the actor. You act. The other person is acting, right? You act, right? That's all I'm saying. It's like the gazelle. So you got the gazelle, right? You got the gazelle and you got the lion, right? So yeah, so yes, you're the gazelle and you're just running for your life, right? And the lion, he is chasing you. He is the predator, right? He's chasing you. What happened if the gazelle just flipped it? Right? And it's like, I'm chasing the sun over there. I'm also a predator, man. I'm chasing the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that lion has a lot of motivation, you know? And he's not scared. And because he's not scared, he's less likely to make a mistake. You know? The gazelle is more likely to make a mistake, and because he's scared, he'll panic. And the panic is what messes everything up. Right? So it's like, well, you're hunting? Well, then shit, I'm hunting too. All right, guys, I took all the screws out. There shouldn't be anything blocking me here, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna try to pry one side of this open real quick, and then I'm gonna go look over in the chat and see who's saying what and what you're doing, what you want. If you have a question about a vacuum, all right? Sometimes I'm just ranting, guys, so just don't mind me. What this is, folks, is you stepping into my shop and kind of peeking into my world for a second. That's all it is. Thanks for just passing by and saying what's up, okay? That's all this is. You just took a peek in my shop. All right, now I'm gonna try to unclip the front now because the front kind of grips it a little bit. Okay, here we go. And I'm just putting a little flathead and kind of prying it back, you know? There you go. All right, this comes right off. And don't yank it because you might have something attached to it. See, like right here? See? So don't yank it. All right? All right, now that I took that off, let me put my attention over here. Hey, Messiah, man, I appreciate you, man. You're back. What's up? Watch the vid in chat. Really? I don't know how to. Is that even possible? Well, all right. Hey, but thanks for hitting like, guys. Thanks for the support, Messiah. I really appreciate it. All right, let me show you what I'm working on here. So now, while you're in here and you're kind of trying to figure out your belt issue, because look what happened. Something had to happen drastic to pop this belt. You see this belt? It has like fabric inside of it, so it's not easily broken. You see? You see it? Like it was eaten out. Looked like something got stuck. Something got stuck. If all this thread is missing, that means they just got eaten away. Almost like a sander, you know, or some kind of a stripper. Strip this up. Okay? That means this didn't stop moving. This guy is not gonna stop moving. He's being powered by electricity. Okay? He's not gonna stop. So if this guy stops for some reason, okay, because maybe something got lodged in it, then the weakest link is this belt. And this guy is gonna keep eating it out until it's dead. And that's what happened here. So now what you don't have to worry about is getting anything smaller than this. You need this exact size, exact. And be thankful that a piece of it is not missing, because then you would have gotten the wrong measurement, okay? Now you can go on Amazon and put in your model number. I'm pretty sure by now those belts are out there floating around. But when we order them from our suppliers, I have to know, like which belt to order of another supplier whose belt matches up with this one. That's how we have to get a hold of it. So I have to get like a Hoover belt, to match up with that belt. All right. So I gotta use what I got. Right now, Hoover's belt's the one that matches this one. Okay. All right. Wow, there's some more happening here. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you. I think I see what jammed. I found out what jammed. I gotta pry this cap off. Give me a second. Okay. All right, so this is one end, okay? All right, now this is the other end, okay? And there's some stuff. And then this is what came off. So here, that's why you got to keep cleaning the hair, guys. You're just gonna have to make a habit of it. You're gonna have to clean the hair off of your your brush rolls. Just make it a habit, because this is what's gonna happen. Wow. I may have to cut this off. I may need a blade. Give me a second. Let me slice this a little bit. Gosh. Yeah, this is done. You gotta get another brush. Yeah, there's a lot of melting and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Should have used my gloves, man. My Venom gloves. This way, see? You see? I forgot that too. All right, guys, don't forget, listen, we got a giveaway that we're doing. So, actually, Messiah, you're going to be in our giveaway. I'm not sure if you're in the U.S., right? I'm not sure if you're in the U.S., but we're going to put you down in the giveaway. So let me show you what we're giving away. And but for the shipping, Messiah, if you're not, then what you have to provide me is somebody in the U.S. I can ship this to, who maybe you want to collect it from or whatever. Okay, but let me let you know what we're giving away. All right. And everyone who donates to the channel, one form or another. Okay. Let me do this here real quick. If you donate to the channel through Super Chat or through my donation link, which I should have had, it's in my description, but I can put it in the chat also. You'll be put into the drawing, okay? You'll be put into the drawing, guys. All right, where's my program so I can save my stuff? Give me a second, folks. Thanks for your patience, all right? Let me open this and paste it. I don't want to lose this. No, I don't want to save anything. All right, paste. Come on. Awesome. Got it. Got it. All right. That's done. So if you're here today, you would literally have to go back a few videos to find out the alternative way to enter into our drawing. But if you donate to the channel anyway, even if it's the smallest thing, your name is automatically entered. All right. Okay. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. So it looks like I'm gonna have to just get another brush for this. That's it. This is all done. So and this is to warn people. I mean, this happens for everything. It can happen for your car. Honestly, it can happen with your credit. Okay, if you leave this unchecked, these little nook and crannies, little things like, is the hair getting on this side of my vacuum or whatever? Do I have too much hair? These little things can mess up your machine, okay? And it's always in the place that you don't even want to look. You don't even want to see it. You don't want to mess with it. You just want to plug your machine and go, right? So unfortunately, it costs you. And that's just life, period. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. That's just life, man. Man, we can't undo it if we want to. That's just the program. That's like the program. I wonder if that's what yeah, it's just the program. It's just the way it's wired. You know? Some guys figured out the just like Neo figured out the code, and he can look through the program. But yeah, it's just the program, man. It's weird to say it like that, because now it sounds conspiracy like. but I don't care. That's just what it is. That's how I see it. It's the program, and we gotta find a way to work around it or beat it. So we use what, like, I use a toothbrush. I use what I got. I use a toothbrush to clean this stuff. To me, it's more effective. And then I get I get a paper towel or something. Okay. I get a paper towel and clean this thing up. And I'm done. That's it. Okay. So if you have a chance, if you go to a vacuum store, you're gonna go buy a vacuum. If you have an opportunity to, see if the people would let you try it first. You know, you have to actually go to a vacuum shop for that to happen. You can't. I can't see Target letting you vacuum. You know, Target, they're not gonna have like a store model version. Like if you go to a bridal store, you're gonna go try on a bridal dress before you order it, right? You go to buy a car, you're gonna drive the car, you know. So certain appliances you just don't have the opportunity to try. You buy them on faith. It's like, yeah, this microwave is gonna work. You know, you take it home. They don't let you put some meal inside the damn thing and try it in the supermarket, right? But if you go to a vacuum store, they normally would have a model that you can just plug in and try and get a feel of it. See if you like it, see if you like the way it feels. Because sometimes just the way it feels is enough to demotivate someone from buying something. Just the way it feels. We buy for different reasons, you know? So, yeah, see if you could try it before you buy it, if it's possible. You know, and you know, you get a feel for it. I guess that's like what the guys who go door to door, really what they're doing, they're telling you to try it. You know, hoping that when you try it, you're gonna want to buy it. That's really the concept, which is, you know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, what we got cooking? Hey, Rudy, what's up, man? Hey, Chris, love you back. That's positive, man. That's a good way to start the day. You know, there's 1,000 ways to start the day. There's 1,000 words people can say to you in the beginning of your day. You know, but there's some that's just better than others, man. That's it. You know, there's some that's just better than others, man. That's just what it is. David, hey man, what's going on? You got the chimney and the gutters, bro, and the gutters too. Shite, man. Good man. Listen, you're my hero, man. You're my hero, man, because I know what it's like up there. I've been on 2 roofs in my life. No, I shouldn't say that. It's been more. It's been more like the top of buildings and stuff. You know, as a kid, we go to the top of the roof. You know, but 2 types of roofs I've been on. That's better for me to say. The flat New York style roof, just flat. You go up there, you open the door, boom, you're on the surface. But the majority of the homes in the South, they're like this. That's not easy. It looks easy. It's not easy, okay? And those of you who do it for a living, don't be like, it's easy, man. You're just, you're being a wuss. Dude, it's not easy, okay? Let's not do that. How about if I give you credit for figuring out how to make it look easy? Let's not lie about this. This thing is not easy, man. So, David, the fact that you did that, bro, and the gutters, I give you enough props. You get enough props, man. You get enough props. So, David, your name is going to be in the drawing multiple times. The people that donate name get put in multiple times. So, I appreciate you, and you're going to have a lot more chance at this drawing. So here we go. So again, guys, I'm letting you know we're going to be giving this away. All right. We're going to have the drawing at the end of the month. All right. Yes. Okay. Some of you know exactly how to get in the drawing, but if you do a super chat or you do any type of donation to the channel of any sort, you get your name in here multiple times. All right. Okay. And we're going to do a big drawing, and we're going to be shipping that out to somebody nice. Someone who knows how to take care of things. Someone. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? Oh yeah, Mark. No, I'm glad you called. I'm still waiting for that piece for the motor to put in. That's it. That's the only thing I'm waiting on. It should be in between today and tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. Because when I saw it, when I pulled it out, I saw the damage. So, and that looked like it's the only thing that's really damaged. That's it. Yeah. But that's it. But the other one is ready. Yeah, the one with the curved handle. The gray, there's a darker one, like more like black, and then you have the gray, old school. So the newer version is the one that had the motor problem. Yeah. at one time. Ah, yes. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, so as soon as this installed and I test it, I'll give you a call. All right? Really? I'm gonna be a rich man. You know what? You know what? You know what? It looked like I might be late for this one, but it's still it's if it's still rising, I can still make a few change, right? 4,000 dollars an ounce gold. Holy cow! Wow, wow, that's a 50%, man, in 1 year. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, man, you at least hey, at least you got an investment in it, so that's the start. Silver went up also. Okay. Well, man, thanks for sharing that with me. Yeah, well, do you see it? Do you 30 50? Okay. Well, it's a good thing you held on. You still held on to the $30 ones, right? So then, yeah, because if you panicked and sold at 14, you definitely would have been out of luck. I got you. Well, good day, good. Hey, but thanks for sharing this. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'll keep you posted, okay? All right. Yes, sir. That's positive. I would have stayed on longer, but I had to get back to you guys. That's what. But that was good. That's how people share information, man. that's that's what this is all about, bro. That's what it's all about, man. This is we share information and then we use it and we capitalize on it. You know, that's it. That's it. He didn't have to share his money with me. It's not like I need him to share his money. He says, "Hey man, you want to make some money? Hey, why don't you buy this?" You know, it's sharing information is fantastic, man. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's positive, man. All right, let's see what we got and then move on. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, it's a Shark vacuum. Hey Wayne, yeah, it's a Shark vacuum. Yeah, man, Shark is cool, man. Look, Shark has proven itself to me. Honestly, over the years. So I'm cool with Shark. I'm cool with Shark. I was very critical of Shark in the beginning, but I'm cool with Shark now, man. Yeah, I'm cool with Shark. I have no problem. Because you know what? Their price point, I mean, their customer service thing, yeah, that part, that's something to be desired. But as for the machine and what the machine will do for the money, it's in line. It's not overly expensive, and it will get the job done. So Sharks are fine. Sharks are fine. Yeah, definitely. That's it. But that's where I'm at, guys. I was looking at that this morning. Those guys being freed, and like or hate what. I don't know. I don't know how people get to a point of hate when they don't know someone. But if it gets done, it gets done. That's it. We get so caught up in emotions, man. If it gets done, it gets done. It's positive. It's positive. That's how I look at stuff, man. The problem is solved, it's positive. All right, I can deal with the next thing. I hope I didn't have to do anything illegal to solve the problem, but I can deal with the next thing. Let's solve the problem real quick, and we'll deal with the next thing. We can debate the next thing, but let's celebrate solving the problem, at least. You know what I'm saying? Down to earth. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. I answered the question that, forgot the name, but we answered that question from earlier. We read out of our book. Hello? Hello, hi. Hi. Ah, yes. Yes, Carol, I am waiting on one tiny little piece. I have the one where the head was needed to be worked on. We took care of that. We took care of the gold one, and the one that I'm waiting on is for the hose, that clip, and that's it. I had to order that, but everything is good to go. We're all good. Yeah. It should be today and tomorrow. I'll be honest with you. It should be between today and tomorrow. I should be getting that part. And if anything, I'll call them to find out what's, because they're not selling that part new anymore. So I had to go and hunt it down. So yeah. Honda Civic. Mm. No. Wow. There's no other alternative parts that might work for it. I was. Mm. No. Yeah. Right. Wow. Yeah. That's okay. You'll find a way, right? That's it. You'll find a way. You will. I believe persistence overcomes resistance. Okay. So. Alrighty. Yes. Yes, you will. Take care. All right. All right, guys. Who's feeling good? Who's feeling good today? All right. Where am I? Let me refresh this page. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I have a Clean Max I wanted to look at to see what's wrong with it, but I'm gonna have to get going. Yeah, let me see. Hey, Alabama, any kind of shock vacuum would work. Yeah, yeah. Which shock vacuum would you recommend? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Rudy. You're right. You're absolutely right. Any kind of shark vacuum would work. It would. Just buy a shark in a basic store upright shark. All right. If you're gonna go with the stick, I would say honestly use the corded stick, unless you're really adamant about that flexibility of the cordless. Unless that's like a main selling feature. Go with the cord. Okay. One service you'll absolutely eliminate is the batteries stop charging, and now you have to go hunt down a new battery. All right. Now, if you can buy a new battery and you can install it and all that stuff, then you get buy a new battery, probably with the purchase, maybe shortly after. Say, let me go hunt down a battery now. Like this lady, she was just on the phone talking to me. She says she have a Honda Civic from 2000. They don't sell parts anymore, so she's going to the junkyard to find parts. Now, it's probably not practical to just buy a bunch of car parts, unless you're a mechanic, never know when your car is going to run out, But there's certain things that you already know that you're going to have an issue with in advance. So when I bought my, I had an RX 300 and I enjoyed it, little SUV. And that particular vehicle, the gasket, I told guys before in the channel, the gasket would the oil pan gasket would leak, okay? And it'll have an oil leak. And then the mechanic told me that this is something that all Lexuses seem to go through, okay? And they don't know what it is about the Japanese gasket. I said, oh, okay, all right, bet. So I paid to get that done. And then when I went to go buy another one, because that one crashed, but I had it for years, man. I think I had like 350,000 miles on the thing. So I said, man, well, I might as well buy another one. I told the guy before, I didn't buy it brand new, and but it was fairly new. And I told the guy, listen, I'll buy it if you guys change the oil pan gasket. That's it. You change the oil pan gasket, and I'll get it, because I already knew what the issues were, right? So if you're gonna get a cordless vacuum, get a second battery, okay? Just make it automatic, all right? Yeah, that's the way I see that particular thing. The same thing with a robot vacuum. If you're gonna get a robot vacuum, get a battery to go with it. Okay? Any stick. Now, some sticks you can't buy batteries. The battery is kind of wrapped around the motor. The small one, like the tiniest ones, the ones under $100. You know, you most likely you're just gonna have to replace that whole thing. But the big ones, you know, get a second battery. All right. Okay, that's my advice for the day. Let me see if I have any last questions. My wife picked her vacuum just because it was purple. True story. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, listen, man. I'm sure you're not alone, bro. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who go through that, man. We're trying to be like real practical and stuff, and they're just like, I like the color. Oh, and that's cool too, man. You know what's funny? Without that, our marketplace wouldn't be what it is. If our marketplace relied only on necessity purchases, it wouldn't be what it is. And I understand that. Like, I'm in a necessity business to a point. Yeah, to a point, because you could use a broom, right? And if that's the case, I'll start selling brooms. I think I had like 2 or 3 brooms here for sale somewhere. But yeah, this is people seek me out because they need my service. While they're here, I'll see if they want to buy a vacuum, stuff like that, right? This is not I like the color type of business. But if we can get a little piece of that, we're happy. You know, people go to the nail salon is a kind of a luxury deal. The hair salon is a luxury deal. You know, food. When I say food, fast food is luxury. It's not so much a necessity. You know, movies. Luxury is the bike shop. You know, hobbies make a lot of money. You know, so there's a lot. If without that feature in our society, people who would buy things because of the color, our marketplace wouldn't be what it is. You know. That's why look, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I mean, the guy in New York is about to become mayor, and it's just the attitude that you bring to the marketplace. You can't disincentivize the marketplace. So I don't mind people wanting to help. You know, help is great. We should be helpful to people who are in need. But you can't make the help the way of life. The help can't be the way of life. It will disincentivize creativity. And it will disincentivize people wanting those luxury things that, you know, people you can get if you want. You know, like this guy made a joke the other day about black people not being able to afford wood because David was fixing his fireplace. And I was like, you know what? That's awesome, man. Do you know at one point that was a necessity, right? Because we had no electricity. Now it's like a luxury. You got to work. You got to cut the damn wood. But it's to some people now it's a luxury. Oh, man, that's so crazy, man. It's crazy. You know? So anyway, guys, I'm done with that. I'm sorry it took so long. All right, David, I'm going to catch you next time. All right, Messiah, appreciate you hanging out and donating to the channel, the super chats, man. Thank you very much. All right, do we have one more? Thanks for your time, man. Good information. Hey, Alabama. All right, guys, stay positive. Help somebody today, or make some money today, or do both. Help somebody and make some money today. Stay healthy. Bye.